Good morning and Assalamu alaikum students. How are you all? I hope you all are fine students. Open your book page number 75 of Read Now book 3 and today we are doing reading of chapter Pinocchio the Puppet. So students, you can see in this picture these are the pictures of puppets that are hang with wires. Okay, so in days of long ago, people used to go to puppet shows as today they go to cinemas. The plays were acted out by dressed up. They dressed. They dress up to act some plays for their plays. Wooden dolls, which were made to move by pulling on wires. You can see in this picture they are pulling to wires and they are dressed up. Okay, so one day a man called Chapito visited his friend Mr. Cherry, who was the joiner. So, what is the meaning of joiner? Joiner is a person who constructs of a building of windows, doors, etc. and asked him for a piece of wood to make a puppet. I'm not going to make a common puppet like Punch or Judy, said Geppetto. This one will be a very clever puppet who will be able to dance and sing. Here is a fine hard piece of wood, replied Mr. Cherry. I will take off the bark. Students, bark is the outer cover of the wood with my axe just as he was about to strike it. Strike mean when he was near to hit it, he heard a little voice say, Please don't hit me hard. Mr. Cherry dropped mean have fallen the wood in astonishment mean amazement in surprisement. So when he was very surprised and in astonishment he have fallen the wood. So astonishment, amazement. He looked at Geppetto and asked him if he had spoken. Geppetto shook his head to show that he had not. So shook is the second form. Its first form is shake. Okay, so you can understand shake means move. So shook is the second form. As you know that stories are presented in the past tense. Okay, so Mr. Cherry lifted the piece of wood, picked up the piece of wood and struck it and hit it a sharp blow. Kyapo mean a hard hit with his axe. Oh, you have hurt me, you have hurt me, cried the same little voice sadly. The joiner dropped, have fallen the wood again. Dropped mean fallen. But this time it hit Geppetto on the leg and made him jump with pain. You villain. In anger he said, You villain, cried Geppetto. I didn't think that you would strike an old friend. Then he picked up the piece of wood and set off limping. Limping means walking unevenly. For home, Geppetto lived in a little room at the top of a long flight of stairs. As soon as he arrived, he took up his tools and set to work. First, he wedged the piece of wood firmly so that it could not move. Which is called the simple machines. So by using simple machines, he make the wood in its fine condition, in its strong condition, so that it could not move. You are hurting me, cried a little voice. Geppetto stared. Stared means looked fixedly at something, at the piece of wood in surprise. You can speak, can you? He said, Just wait for an hour or two, and I shall make you into a little man. He took his plane and started to smoothen the bit of wood. While he was running the plane up and down, he heard the same little voice say, "Stop it, you are tickling me." Geppetto next took a knife and began to carve me to shape some things. The puppet's head, his hair, his ears, and his eyes. Then a very strange thing happened. As soon as he had carved the puppet's nose, it began to grow. It grew and grew and grew until it was twice as long as his ears. Geppetto tried to cut it down, but it always grew to the same size again. When the mouth was finished, the puppet began to laugh and make fun of him. "Stop laughing," cried Geppetto crossly. The puppet stopped laughing but poked out its tongue at him. He took out its tongue at him, and Geppetto pretended not to notice. Geppetto pretend mean he was acting not to notice and kept on working until he had finished the chin, the neck, the shoulders, the body, the arms, and the hands. Geppetto had just finished the hands when his wig was snatched from his head. You can see, students, you can see in this picture, Geppetto snatched the wig of this person. So, when his wig was snatched from his head, take out from his head, he turned round quickly, fastly, and saw his wig in the puppet's hand. "Now, my little man," he cried, "give me back my wig at once." Instead of handing it back, the puppet tried it on his own head, but it nearly smothered him. Smoother means to make smooth. "Okay, the next page, you rock," shouted Geppetto. Okay, so rock means an unprincipled man. Geppetto, "you have started to disobey me already. You must learn to do as you are told." The puppet was sorry and tried to put the wig back on his master's head. "That's better," said Geppetto. "Now be a good little man." When Geppetto had finished the feat, he took the puppet and stood him on the floor. At first, the puppet's legs would not move, but Geppetto showed him how to walk. "Now see if you can do it by yourself," said Geppetto. Suddenly the puppet ran across the room. The door was open and off he went down the stairs. Geppetto couldn't stop him, and the puppet was soon out on the street. Stop him," shouted Geppetto as he ran after him. The people were astonished, were surprised at the sight of a wooden puppet running on its own, and they stepped quickly out of its way. Luckily, there was a policeman at the end of the street. The puppet tried to pass between his legs, but the policeman cleverly caught him by his long nose. You can see here in this picture. The policeman cleverly caught him by his long nose. "Naughty little man, home you come," cried Geppetto after he had thanked the policeman. Back went the puppet and his master along the street. Many of the crowd who had seen the strange race filled Geppetto's head with several coins because he had made such a clever puppet. Students, as I already explained you the story of this chapter, so now you will read this chapter 2 to 3 times and underline all the difficult words and also learn their spellings. Take care.